Tesla shares, we just showed them to you, down 6% as we head into the open 15 minutes from now. That may drag down the entire sector as well. The company cut prices on some of its vehicles in the U.S. and Europe by as much as 20%. Tesla may be looking to boost its sales this after it did fail to hit its delivery target for 2022. Still impressive, of course, with sales up some 40% year over year, Jim. But these are the key models. They now fall below the price level at which they will now be eligible, or consumers will be eligible to get some of the tax benefits available under the Inflation Reduction Act as well. So that could also stimulate sales for Tesla.
Well, let's go into this. Let's talk about the fact that, let's use Ford Motor, okay? Ford has got the F-150 and they have the Mach-E. 70% of their customers they were possible Tesla customers. The Mach-E is direct Tesla competitor to the Tesla Y that's being cross-shopped. I bring all this up because what's happening is Tesla makes about $20,000 a vehicle. So they have plenty of margin to give away to tempt people with lower price vehicles. So what they're doing is actually kind of using the old Henry Ford Model T position. They're cutting price in order to be able to keep their market share. What's interesting, David, is that therefore the margins are going down. They still make a lot of money, hence the downgrade today to sell up. Now, also in California, there is a major negative for Tesla customers because big Mach-E spike there. Big Mach-E spike. So I am saying, yes, there's actual competition for the first time.
Right.
Then there's price cutting.
The Model 3, the Model Y, these are sort of some of the key ones, obviously.
Look, you compete on price. He makes plenty of money per car. And so he's competing on price. But the Model Y has not been updated in a long time. It's a dominant player, though. I just think that you have to accept the fact that the world has changed.
You mentioned
Tesla has real competition.
They have real competition. But to what extent has that already been reflected in a stock that, as we know, is down some, 70% from its high, Jim?
That is, normally I would like to be able to opine on that better. A lot of this, I think, rests on the fact that these were overnight price cuts.
Yeah.
Overnight. So it's going to cause you to it takes your breath away a little.
And again, to your point, you have sort of, as always, differing views. Guggenheim does downgrade Tesla to a sell, saying the numbers are far too optimistic. We still haven't gotten the fourth quarter report. We got deliveries and production, but we didn't get the actual earnings report from Tesla. And they say $89 is their price target. Why? Well, sizable gross margin miss in the fourth quarter
of 650 basis points
by the dilutive impact of price reductions already, and they feel like this year's estimates need a reset. They're well below consensus on gross margin at Guggenheim. That's at least a part of it. At the same time, Dan Ives says, hey, you know what? This price cut is going to actually stimulate a lot of demand, and we see a higher expectation of revenue growth.
Okay, the problem with Dan Ives' analysis is what have we never had to see? We've never had to see a price cut to stimulate demand. This company had this field to itself. I think that I'm debating in my head what you said, which is, isn't this why the stock is falling so much? But the one thing that we don't know is, what is he doing right now?
What's Elon doing?
Yeah.
At this very moment, I'm not sure.
Well, what is the possibility that he's not as focused on his car company? I mean, remember Jack Dorsey?
Well, that's
the downfall of the Jack Dorsey empire was the fact he was doing 2 jobs. This man's doing 3 jobs. And I am sure that Twitter is taking some of his time.
There's no doubt that Twitter is taking some of his time. He's only one man. He probably only sleeps 4 hours a day.
Have you been in the BMW EV?
No.
It's unbelievable. Have you been in the Mustang Mach-E?
I haven't, Jim. No.
It's incredible. Have you been in the GM Hummer?
I have not, Jim.
It is outstanding. I always hated every other EV. Suddenly, I'm thinking, what the hell am I doing with an ICE?
Really?
But yeah, because these car companies are delivering EVs that make me say, you know what? This is no longer Tesla's. They still are the dominant player. But the other ones that are coming out, wow.
And that is the key consideration for investors.